Welcome back. I welcome you to the concluding part of my advice for you about quitting. I told you in the introductory aspects that quitting is not an option. Yes, quitting is not an option. If at the middle of the road, after you have gone far to the middle, you decide to go back to where you started from, you have wasted effort, you have wasted energy, you have wasted resources, you have wasted time, precious time. And remember, every time wasted amounts to hopelessness. Therefore, the idea of quitting, as it's coming to your mind, to quit that job, to quit that business, to quit that vocation, to quit that relationship that you call on God for, but because of challenges of life, challenges of the moment, you are thinking of quitting. It's not an option. Listen to me. Without experiences of life, what will you say is your teacher? Who will you say that have trained you? Experiences of life is a great trainer, it's a great teacher. You need to learn about how to move forward. I see you moving forward, and I want you to understand something. I know that there are various diverse reasons, frustrating reasons that could cause you to conclude that you want to quit. There are lots, many things that must have challenged your desire, your good ideas, your good operations, and is leading you to quit. Let me share some of the ones that I know that I've pursued down for us to discuss. Let me share with you. Number one, when there is persistent failures, there's possibility for a man to say, I want to quit. Failure is not a thing of joy. Failure is a disgrace. Failure is a frustrating action. Failure is a frustrating revelation or reality. And no happiness can manifest when a man fails. See, I understand you. When failure is persistent, you try more than 3 times and you fail. That thing will seem frustrating. And when frustration sets in, I believe with you, one might decide to quit in doing that thing. But instead of quitting, I want you to re-strategize. I want you to rethink, remeditate, go and learn more, acquire more knowledge, seek counsel, seek another way of doing things. You know, that man, Thomas Edison, who did light bulb, I learned, I read that he failed more than 1,000 times. If he had quitted, we wouldn't have been enjoying the end result of his effort till today. Therefore, I understand persistent failure can cause desire to quit. Secondly, when there is frustrated efforts because of failures in the past, and you are trying to rebuild and the efforts are not appreciated, and the efforts are being thwarted, are being frustrated, instead of wasting that effort on that same thing, I know you may be thinking, let me quit and do something else. Yes, I agree with you. There's possibility for you to start a new thing, to start another thing. I understand through the word of God, Jeremiah 18, when God said to Jeremiah to go and see the potter who was reshaping the pot into different shapes. And God said, can't I do like this to you? I'm your potter. I can do what I feel better for me. You too, when there is frustrated efforts, I know you will be thinking of quitting. I understand perfectly well. And I'm agreeing with you that when you experience frustrated efforts like that, instead of quitting, re-strategize. You can begin a new thing and you move on with your life. Your life is precious. Your life carries glory and it carries power. There is potential in you. Don't abandon that good vision. That good vision, the more challenged you face, listen to me, the better is the hope that is coming out of that challenge. You need to be adamant and see that there is something good that is coming forth. Remember, Jesus was tested more than 3 good times by the devil, by Satan, having prayed, and the Spirit of God led him to the wilderness, to the place of test, to the place of pain, to the place of agony, to the place of frustration, to the place whereby he will be tested. And do you know that Satan told him, go and read Matthew chapter 4. And Luke chapter 4. In my interpretation, Satan told him, if you are not a bastard, change this stone to become bread. I know you are hungry. And he wanted to push Jesus against what is ordained for him. If you are the same person, if you are Jesus that time in that wilderness, you will have said, I've gotten power. I'm not a bastard. I will prove it. You stone turn to bread. Do you know that you might have frustrated your ordained assignment? I want you to think deep. Don't go astray from what is written of you. Your destiny cannot fail if you do not fail yourself. Another reason that I know that could cause you thinking about quitting is wrong, hasty decision. Wrong, hasty decision. When you have plan, when you have idea, take your time to meditate. When you hastily take decision at the middle of that operation, it's possible failure may be looming. Your resources might not be enough. Things might not be working. The policies around you that surround that operation might be antagonizing you, opposing you. Therefore, failure can come and you might get frustrated and you may start thinking you want to quit. That's another reason. Hasty decision. Before you take decision, to do whatever you want to do, to marry, to do that business, to create friendship with that person. Take your time, be patient, meditate, and juxtapose the pros and cons, the benefits and the problems that might ensue in future. I want you to think deep. Don't just think that life is a bed of roses. No, life is a battlefield. It's not a playground. And let me share again another reason for somebody thinking that let me quit. As I wrote down, let me say there is possibility when there's poor financial power. Every business, no matter how small, how great, how big the idea is, you might not need money immediately, but money is power, financial power. If it is not available, that idea can be frustrating. If it is not enough, compare with the nature of your vision, that project, that thing may look and sound frustrating, and you may be thinking of quitting. You see, and as you all know, money answers to all things. All things. Money is very important. Financially, you need to plan yourself before you start. You need to do a kind of budgeting. Budgeting. Understand financial management. Know how to cut down your costs so that you can maximize your gain before you embark on that project. Cut your costs to the level that you will start and it will commensurate with your size. Then you can make it successful. If not, if financial constraints comes in, that idea might be frustrated and you might think of quitting. But I want you to encourage yourself. Yes. Another reason why people think of quitting is lack of clear vision. Lack of clear vision. If your vision, your ideas, your plans are not clearly analyzed, you see people doing it, then you jump into it without understanding the nitty gritty, what is underneath to make it successful. Your idea can be frustrated midway. And when that comes, no man will come to your rescue because you have not done your background check. Do your background check. Do your critical analysis. Do your budgeting. Do everything needful. Manage well so that you can understand that this thing as you start, as you start, you can end well. You can get a result with it. Do you know how to do that? Don't imitate others. When others are doing it big, if your capacity is not up to that level to do it big, do it according to your size. Don't imitate others. Don't be envious of others. Fret not. Psalm 37 verse 1. It says, fret not. Worry not yourself about the success of others, about the success of evil ones. Just be yourself, and that will help you. So it's another reason why some people think they can quit or they want to quit. And last but not the least, let me tell you, when there is lack of transparency in whatever you are doing, do you know that there's possibility that failure can manifest if you are dubious? If you are fraudulent, if you are not transparent with people and with your partner, especially transparent with God, you'll be frustrated. And in the midway, there's possibility for you to get the idea that you want to quit. Listen, among couples, among partners, among friends, let transparency be the benchmark. Oh, you can say that, oh, the counselor, you don't understand. My husband is stingy. I can't be transparent. My wife is stingy. I can't be, is wasteful. She's wasteful. She's stingy. I can't be transparent. Listen to me. Transparency expects you to be open, to be so clear to the level that they will understand you. And when you do that, it is possible that your partner can come to your rescue, even when things or your efforts look frustrating. And I want you to know that all these and more that we have understood can cause a man to think of quitting. But let me quickly run some things for you to hold on to as solutions in case you are thinking of quitting. Don't quit. Listen, the first thing you got to do is self appraisal. Check yourself. Whenever there is a particular situation that looks frustrating, looks demeaning, look like you want to quit, I want you to sit down, meditate and appraise. Examine yourself. What caused the thwarted efforts? What caused you to think of quitting? What has happened? And believe in yourself that the next step you want to take, can I take this way? Can I take that way? When you try to look at the way that your personality, your temperament, your ability, your potential can operate, that can easily help you to avoid quitting. And secondly, this is very, very important. When you self appraise yourself, you understand why and what makes you to fail before and why you fail. Some people they are so careless when it comes to managing financial power, managing money. They are so careless, they are so frivolous, they buy all manner of things, and before you know it, they hit deep into their capital. And before you know it, the business can crumble. The capital might not be enough to run the business. And they will start blaming a lot of people around them. You should blame yourself. That is why self-appraisal is necessary. And when you self-appraise yourself, now, for you to avoid quitting, number one, you need to experience what I call the power of determination. Determine that you can make it again. Determine that you will not quit. Determine that no, failure is not your portion. Determine that you cannot regret it. Determine that you can still come back again. So determination is necessary. Number two, you must maintain your clear vision to win again. Clear vision to win. Whatever that is seems challenging, you can brazen up, adjust yourself, adjust your expenses, adjust and work towards varied financial management acumen. You can adjust yourself to become more successful by saying that your vision will be so clear to you to adjust and overcome the hurdles that caused frustration before. Thirdly, you have to embrace the power of commitment. When you are committed to your vision, you will avoid distractions, be it human, be it material, be it advice, whatever that will distract you from your vision. If you are so committed to that vision, you know that you can avoid it and you will stand firm and you will not be able to think of quitting again and you will rise. Another thing you can do is the power of dedication. Don't be lazy. Don't procrastinate. Don't take things for levity. Don't assume. Make sure you are factual. You are truthful. Make sure that you see into the power of excellence. Know the details of the things that you are doing and don't give room for any wrong advice to change your good intention. People can be funny. Enemies can come from your people, from your well known acquaintances to change your vision, to change your mission, to defocus you. You need the power of dedication. Be dedicated to that thing you are doing, and you will rise back again. Last but not the least is the power of hard work. Hard work. Please, you can rise again. Don't quit. You can rise by becoming very hardworking person. When you are not giving room for any laziness, for any doubt, for any power of procrastination, you do your job as I went due. You create time. I'm not saying you will not have, social time for social activities. No, but your vision matters to you. Your vision is you, and your vision can carry you to places of glory, and your vision can enable you to stop thinking about failure in life. That your vision is too good. Don't quit. That your vision is too varied, is very, very loaded with great virtues and blessing. Don't quit. Apply the knowledge I've just advised you. And more of those things. Do research. Learn more from others. Have mentors. Mentors can train you, that can teach you, that can open to you the secret way of doing things successfully. And I know you will understand that quitting is no more an option for you. There is a great life ahead of you. God will bless you and God will increase you. I advise you lastly, pray the more. Prayer is a weapon to change bad to good, to conquer evil and conquer Satan, to destroy covenant of darkness. Call unto God. He's ready to answer you and reveal secret things that you do not know to you. And he can give you victory at last. Jeremiah 33 verse 3. He said, call unto him. He will answer you. I believe you will not quit that job. You will not quit again. Move on in Jesus' name. Till we meet in next topic in this class, I remain T. Lawrence, the counselor. God bless you.